Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "If there is any period one would desire to be born in, is it not the age of revolution, when the old and the new stand side by side and admit of being compared? When the energies of all men are searched by fear and by hope? When the historic glories of the old can be compensated by the rich possibilities of the new era. This time, like all times, is a very good one, if we but know what to do with it." Who we have with us today is a man who believes that if we wish not to merely survive, we need to step up, to explore, to do, not just to think and observe. His name is Seth Godin. In his own life, he has experimented with ways of doing all of these things, and then shared his wisdom with us through numerous books, speaking engagements, and daily blog posts. All with the hope of empowering us to do the same. The following are 3 essential insights from the many that I and many others have learned from Seth and his work. Firstly, the importance of questioning the old. He once had an idea. The idea was this. It was very simple. The idea was that ideas which are good and able to be freely accessed and shared will spread much faster than those which have restrictions and barriers placed upon them. He wrote a book about it, and then he wanted to try it, to test it, to have it published. He went to a traditional publisher. When he asked them to have it published then, and to distribute it online for free, to allow it to spread, the publisher was willing to publish it, but would release it in a year. And you can't distribute it online. So instead, he decided to bypass the publisher, doing something really quite unconventional at the time, by releasing it online for free. And, like his idea said, it received 10,000 downloads on the first day, which isn't a lot for the first day, but it proceeded to spread. And then, after millions of downloads, he started to receive messages from people saying that, "Hey, I like this idea, I like this book, but I don't like reading it on a screen." And so he said, "Huh." And he took it and he published it himself, started selling it. And it rose to the charts. And then he ended up saying that he actually made more money on the book that he gave away than on the book that had been a bestseller before he had done it. The second point is biting back your resistance. Seth introduces this with his discussion of the concept of the lizard brain. It's what he says is, the lizard is a physical part of your brain, the prehistoric lump near the brainstem that is responsible for fear and rage and the reproductive drive. Why did the chicken cross the road? Because her lizard brain told her to. Want to know why many companies can't keep up with Apple? It's because they compromise, they have meetings, work to fit in, fear the critics, and generally work to appease the lizard. Meetings are just one symptom of an organization run by the lizard brain. Late launches, middle-of-the-road products, and rationalization that goes with them are others. And the third and final insight. In this day and age, we must establish an identity for ourselves based upon our own creations and contributions to society. In his book entitled Linchpin, Are You Indispensable? He says, "The job is what you do when you are told no. The job is what you do when you are told what to do. The job is showing up at a factory, following instructions, meeting spec, and being managed. Someone can always do your job a little better, or faster, or cheaper than you can. The job might be difficult. It might require skill, but it's a job. But your art is what you do when no one can tell you exactly how to do it. Your art is the act of taking personal responsibility, challenging the status quo, and changing people. Now that I've reviewed some of what he's done in the past, let's see what he's got for us today. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Seth Godin.